Joining us now from Las Vegas.
When he could have called like some of those people names. Like
Congressman from Texas and Republican presidential candidate announced last Friday, Representative Ron Paul. Representative, good to have you on the show. It's Joey still?
Yeah, Joey's still a
Joe's
big
still for you.
Ron Paul fan. Hey, let me ask you, Ron, it seems that and you know this better than anybody, but I've always complained that everybody talks like a small government conservative until they get on the presidential campaign, other than you, of course, and then suddenly they become supporters of the status quo. We saw this with Newt Gingrich. Were you surprised that Newt Gingrich called Paul Ryan's budget radical?
No, but I would predict that you probably weren't surprised.
I wasn't surprised. No,
I'm actually a little bit surprised that it's so extremely confusing. You know, I can't believe it's gone on for 3 or 4 days. You know, he's had a little bit of experience at politics, so it is a little bit strange.
What is your take on Paul Ryan's attempts to change the way Medicare is delivered to Americans?
Well, I give him a lot of credit, you know, and I get frustrated because I don't think it's going to last that long to deal with it, because I keep thinking the way we spend money and the way the inflation is coming back, we're going to run up a brick wall a lot sooner. So I don't fully endorse what he wants, but I give him a lot of credit. At least he's going in the right direction. So going in the right direction is always satisfactory. But, you know, it just wasn't enough for me. You know, we're cutting, you know, the proposed increases. There's never going to be any significant cuts. We're always increasing and expanding the role of government, no matter what the talk is. And the people in the country now are sick and tired of it.
Okay, so
it's just so hard to. Pardon me?
I'm sorry, we've got a delay here. So I am one of the things that I always find depressing is somebody puts out a budget proposal like Paul Ryan's. The left and the media call it radical, and then we find out even under that plan, the deficit and the debt grows. It's kind of like that great budget deal that we supposedly had a couple of months ago. Originally, we heard it cut $38 billion, then it was cut $300 million. Now we hear it's going to end up costing us $3 billion. Why does government always grow?
No, I think it's the nature of the constituency. The people want stuff from government, and we got lazy. This country got lazy and believed that, you know, you could live off borrowed money and off other people, and we did it for a long, long time. And we were deceived into believing, especially since we could print the reserve currency of the world, which gave us an access to credit easier than anybody else. But that's the big problem. That's coming to an end, and we're not going to have that easy access. And that's the reason the internationalists are thinking about a new currency as well as I'm thinking about a new currency, because this doesn't work. So that's why we're up against the wall, and the people that are paying the bills are sick and tired of it. So what energizes the Tea Party people is the fact that the debt is too big and the spending is too high, but what energizes the opposition, and if you notice in the streets now, there's a lot of anger at some of these political rallies. And we also have to recognize that the inflation has already started, and think about it around the world. A lot of those demonstrations against their government has come because the food prices are high. So they were quite satisfied to get stuff from government. Now the prices are rising. So I think we're in big trouble. I think the world's in big trouble with our financial institutions.
Congressman, you disagreed with the Obama administration's decision to go into Pakistan and eventually ended up killing Osama bin Laden. You suggested that this is a violation of Pakistani territory, which it was, obviously, and that we would have been better off to have relied on the Pakistani government to arrest bin Laden and turn him over to us for trial. But given the contentious relationship we have with Pakistan, how would that have been possible?
Well, you know, the question that they asked me is whether it could have been done a different way, and I said yes, it could have been done. You know, when we dealt with Saddam Hussein, you know, we found him in a rat hole and we just didn't shoot him. You know, we captured him and tried him, and he got hung, and people know where he is. Right now, all we've done is raise some questions and fed the people who like conspiracy theories. But no, the relationship with Pakistan, it's an impossible situation. Here is a country that we worked with. George Bush worked with them, and we captured a lot of